Hello, beautiful people. My name is Keren. This is Ray of Light Tarot, and today I actually started to do a goddess read for myself. But then I kind of felt that this is not just for me, but for other women or men out there. So I have some goddess cards, and then I pulled already some tarot cards, and then I will pull some other cards with you. So the first card we got is Kali, endings and beginnings. If you are right now with this video, probably there's a message for you. Even though right now we are finishing Scorpio season today, actually, we are still during the new moon in Sagittarius as I'm recording this. And we are beginning into more optimistic, expansion energies, joyful, lighter energies, as opposed to the Scorpio insights and shadow work. So in that sense, also it's a new moon at the moment, but we are finishing something and we are beginning something else. It's always nice to renovate ourselves. There's always something to say goodbye to and to start something new. And the old must be released so that the new can enter. What is it in your life? I pulled some tarot cards to explain these cards. We will explain later. The other card that showed up is Maeve. I don't know how you pronounce this. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And the last card we got is Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. I'm very much into this kind of work at the moment. Self-care is very big in my life at the moment, and I'm a biodanza facilitator, so dancing and developing and personal growth through dance is something that I live and feel, and give workshops on this all the time. So in order to appreciate our divinity. I'm going to explain the tarot cards that came out of this. So I asked the question of what is it we need to end and what is it we need to begin. And it's interesting because look at the cards, they're so similar, because in both of them we have a couple. So at the beginning, the first card of endings is the Nine of Cups. So I thought, okay, the message is to release indulging in perhaps a lot of sexual activity, drugs, alcohol, whatever addiction you have, or indulging in those kind of pleasure, instant gratification things as a way to deal with life, right? We all, unfortunately, this is, yeah. And but when I saw this, I thought, okay, maybe it's time also to be alone a little bit. Maybe it's time to stop being in relationships at the moment and be with ourselves, from the mud to the lotus flower, from a little bit of darkness, a little bit alone time. And then when I pulled the card of beginnings, what's the message? Then the world. This is the world card in this deck. And there's also a couple, so I thought, okay, so on the one hand, and maybe for some of you, it's about releasing the current relationship or friend that you have at the moment that is not really as fulfilling as the real deal that can be for you. So stop indulging in perhaps the more shallow relationships that are, yes, it's nice. It's the Nine of Cups, right? I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not the Ten of Cups, the real fulfillment when it's everything on all levels really aligned. And the World card in itself is also an ending, and it's also a beginning. Like the major arcana finishes here, and then we start with the Fool again, another cycle. So before you start a new cycle, which the next card is cycles and rhythms, ask yourself, what is it I want to release? And what is it I want to bring in my life at the moment? We are also starting we are in a new moon period right now. It's a really good moment to manifest what you want. What is it really important for you in a relationship? Because, for example, this one looks like superficially very perfect. Very perfect. It's like in the old times and very pretty. And this one is more raw, more instinct. And what is it more important? What is it really important for you in a relationship? I feel like this is something maybe perhaps to ask yourself. Because if you don't let go of certain things, certain behaviors, certain decisions, and certain choices, you're not going to receive the new that you really want. This is one message. Then we have the cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body's energy levels and emotions. At the bottom of the deck we got quiet time. Take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So, are you really taking the time to feel how you feel, to meditate, to understand what is behind all the behavior and choices that you're making? Who is making these choices? The surviving you, the ego, the strong inner force within you, who is making these decisions, and are you listening to your body? So the tarot cards that showed up here is the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So the Seven of Wands can be a little bit like resisting energy and forceful energy, but in this case I think the message is keep enduring, keep doing the hard work that you're doing. Sometimes we do hard work and in theory maybe we don't see the results and we go back into our indulging because it's hard perhaps to keep maintaining a steady pace of one and a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So this is a message of keep resisting, keep enduring, keep putting the effort, because even if life seems like it's against you and you're against the stream and you're not really seeing all the results that you're in, it is, of course, the sun is shining behind and the sun will shine. So it is, the message is here, keep going, keep going. And then we have the Ten of Wands related. So maybe you need some time also to rest. The Ten of Wands means that you've been struggling but you're almost there. So there's been hardship, there's been difficult energies, and acknowledge that also. Acknowledge all the things that you did already. Instead of looking at all the things that I still need to do, that it's an endless work, there's always things to do. There's always things to work on. Also appreciate all the things that you did already, all your growth. It's like a tree, right? It's like, so you were able to make things grow. Have a look at that. Don't only look at why I'm not having all the flowers I want in the tree. There are cycles and rhythms. Sometimes there's a fruit, sometimes there's a flower, sometimes there's nothing. It's part of life. So it's accepting that and keep working on it. A tree doesn't get tired of like working. So we need to keep on going. It's not easy, I know. And then if we do all this work, then perhaps we will connect more with our inner goddess, whether you're a man or a woman, with our inner power, with Aphrodite, that just by being her, it's like the Empress energy in the tarot, is everything comes to her without any effort, because just her being is everything. So the tarot cards that came are the Three of Swords, the Ace of Cups. So remove all the bad thoughts. First of all, remove perhaps all the relationships that are hurting you. Perhaps you are choosing the wrong relationships, the wrong men or women. Choose you, Ace of Cups. Choose to give all the love that you're giving, because you're probably a giver. All the love that you're giving away, perhaps to the wrong people, and it's hurting you again and again and again, and it's making you think that you are not enough, perhaps because Swords is the mind. So, and it's when the heart is sad and aching. So stop projecting also. Projecting that this person will be good, or this is the person for you. So enough projecting, and now it's time to take care of you. Self-love, self-care, like Aphrodite. Appreciating your divinity, appreciating who you are, no matter the weight, the color, the white hair, the whatever physical, or also wounds, internal wounds. We are who we are. Life made us like this for a reason. There's treasure in us, in each and every one of us. There's something divine and amazing to offer in this world. So give the love to yourself, so that also this flower, this beautiful flower, can bloom with everything that she is. The other cards that we got are the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Another message that is telling me that there's been, it hasn't been easy, I feel, from the cards. And the Two of Swords is telling me like this quiet time here. Take some time to listen to your intuition. Take some time to be with you, to accept the fire and the cold, like to accept everything that is coming your way without judging it, just feeling, just being with it, without attaching, without holding on to things, without making things personal, perhaps, without thinking that you need to defend yourself, without thinking that everything is a battle and that everything will come as a battle. Wand energies. And this is the Two of Swords, but look at her. She's holding the swords also in the original, in the Rider-Waite Smith deck. It's like a lot of strength is required to hold two swords like this, protecting your heart. If you feel strong, if you know who you are, you don't need to protect your heart. You can be open, and you know that if something is coming your way that you don't like, you can use the sword to cut it very gently out of your way. You don't need to protect yourself or have this defensive energy, because you're a goddess. You can be the Empress. The Empress energy, you know that you have everything you need, and you also know how to put limits. It's not like you have the power in you to set limits and to say yes to the good things. So trust in your ability to do this. I know it's work, yes, but this is just a message to keep reinforcing these sides. And the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Yes, like Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, it's 10 of Wands. There's a lot of battles. And perhaps we don't need all these battles. Perhaps it's all about laughter. Laughter is such big medicine now that Sagittarius season is coming. Optimism, going out with friends. This raises the vibration as well. And the Nine of Wands here is, yes, it's scary. It's like, instead of thinking that life is scary and I need to hold and protect myself and maybe fear that it's not even coming from you, but from beliefs, from your family, from society. A lot of this going on in the world today also. So, bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, Three of Coins, 10 of Cups. Acknowledge again, I think, all your won battles, so that it gives you strength to keep going and to value yourself, and all the battles and all the things that you overcome. This is already 15 minutes. I didn't want it to be such a long video, so instead of grabbing more tarot cards, I am just going to get a few more messages just to finish, and that it's not so long. What other message wants to come through for the collective right now for this reading, please? I felt this one too. Breathe through the tension. Full moon in Scorpio. And first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. So like the Empress, keep your heart open instead of closing. Work on having, maybe you can do some dancing of opening arms, movements like this of openness. Opening your body, opening the chest, opening our availability to life. In biodanza we do this a lot, or yoga, or whatever it is that is your thing. Just because we had dance here in self-care, I thought about the dance. So also to appreciate all the beauty in life, so that we don't need to be all the time in protecting mode, surviving mode. We can thrive. We deserve to thrive. So I hope this message helped you in some way, and I see you in another video. Take care. All the best.